Good evening. Good afternoon. I guess it is not actually evening. Hope you are doing well. I have had a pleasant Sunday. Well, sort of. I had to go to emergency room first thing this morning, take somebody to emergency. So that wasn't fun, but it was nothing too serious, fortunately. So that's good news. All right, I'm going to sing some songs. I hope that you might enjoy that. Let's try that. Oh, you know what? I sang these songs yesterday, or I went to sing these songs yesterday, and I didn't have the right lyrics for them. There's two different songs that are called Ancient History and two different songs that are called All Night Long. The one, Ancient History, is by Prairie Oyster. And so here's the right lyrics for it. We can talk and talk all night. If you want to, that's all right. Till I've heard every word you've got to say. Go ahead and take your time. If you got something on your mind, but it won't change the way I feel anyway. That's ancient history to me now. Something we don't have to talk about. I know I love you anyhow. That's ancient history to me now. There's a tale you've got to tell. How you stumbled and you fell. But I guess I knew that all along. And my love, there's times been weak, weaker than it like to be. And I could tell some stories of my own. That's ancient history to me now. Something we don't have to talk about. You know I love you anyhow. That's ancient history to me now. All right, that's not bad. Okay. Oh, my audience went to sleep. Let's wake them up again. Got to shut off the Google Drive syncing so that doesn't use my bandwidth. All right. How about this one? This is Delbert McClinton, which I had the wrong lyrics for this one yesterday, too. All of a sudden, it hit me and knocked me down where I stood. I tried to get up and out of that place, but I didn't do any good. Now, I remember being her prisoner, and I remember it feeling pretty good. And then she took it further. And after that, brother, we were keeping up the neighborhood. She spent all night long loving me. She spent all night long kissing me. We did everything from A to Z. She's been all night long loving me. I never even saw it coming. I never did feel the sting. You'd think something like that would make some kind of sound, but I never heard a thing. I started in to buzz all over, all the way down to the bone. She told me things about a woman that I'd have never figured on my own. She's been all night long loving me. She's been all night long kissing me. We did everything from A to Z. She's been all night long loving me. Okay. I'm going through each song in order and telling a little story about it. Cleaning up my songs. Obviously, I found some that I didn't know the lyrics on. This is a tender love song by the Georgia Satellites. You got me tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. Tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. I can't move my arms to hold nobody but you. I can't move my legs to chase nobody, to catch nobody but you. You got me tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. Tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. I can't move my eyes to see nobody but you. I can't move my tongue to taste nobody, to lick nobody but you. You got me tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. Tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. I can't move my lips to kiss nobody but you. I can't move my heart to love nobody but you. You got me tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. Tied down with battleship chains, 50 foot long and a 2-ton anchor. Tender love song. All right. What's the next song on the list, you ask? I do not know. Let us look. Well, Bebopalula. My goodness. I'm going to try to have somebody call in to this show. So that's what I was setting that up. This is actually for another show that I'm doing called 1,000 Ways to Be a Champion for Children. And with that show, it's going to be a call-in type thing. So I'm just testing that out to see if it works. Here. Okay, we'll do this. George, call me at this number. Okay, good. All right, how about a little Bebopalula? Well, Bebopalula, she's my baby. Bebopalula, I don't mean maybe. Bebopalula, she's my baby. Bebopalula, I don't mean maybe. Bebopalula, she is my baby love, my baby love, my baby love. Well, she's the girl in the red blue jeans. Now she's the queen of all the teens. She's the woman that I know. She's the one that loves me so. Bebopalula, she is my baby love, my baby love, my baby love. Bebopalula, she's my baby. Bebopalula, I don't mean maybe. Bebopalula, she's my baby. Bebopalula, I don't mean maybe. Bebopalula, she is my baby love, my baby love, my baby love. Well, she's the one that got that beat. She's the one with the flying feet. She's the one that walks round the store. She's the one to give me more. Bebopalula, she is my baby love, my baby love, my baby love. Bebopalula, she's my baby. Bebopalula, I don't mean maybe. Bebopalula, she's my baby. Bebopalula, I don't mean maybe. Bebopalula, she is my baby love, my baby love, my baby love. Oh, that's fun to sing right there. All right. All right. So what's next after Bebop Lula? Beer for my horses. I can't remember exactly how this goes. Toby Keith and Willie Nelson, but it's something like, man came on the 6 o'clock news, said somebody been shot, somebody been abused, somebody blew up a building, somebody stole a car, somebody got away, somebody didn't get too far. Yeah, they didn't get too far. Grandpappy told me back in my Grandpappy told my pappy back in my day, son of man had to answer for the wicked he had done. Take all the rope in Texas, find an old oak tree, round up all them bad boys, hang them high in the street for all the people to see. The justice is one thing that you should always find. You got to settle up your bonds. You got to draw a hard line. When the gun smoke settles, we'll sing a victory tune, and we'll all meet back at the local saloon. We'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. We got too many gangsters doing dirty deeds. We got too much corruption and crime in the streets. It's time the long end of the law put a few more in the ground. Send them all to their maker and he'll settle them down. You can bet he'll settle them down. Because justice is the one thing you should always find. You got to settle up your bones. You got to draw a hard line. When the gun smoke settles, we'll sing a victory tune, and we'll all meet back at the local saloon. We'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. And justice is the one thing you should always find. You gotta settle up your balls. You gotta draw a hard line. When the gun smoke settles, we'll sing a victory tune, and we'll all meet back at the local saloon. And we'll raise up our glasses against evil forces, singing whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. And whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. All right. Let's try this. Sure. I loaded all these songs on here. Obviously, I think I can sing them, or I'm going to enjoy singing them, whether I can or not. Let's try this. Oh. See if my test subjects are helping me out here. Oh, hello. Hello, caller. Hey, that worked really good. I can hear you just perfectly. Thank you so much.
Oh, wonderful. Good. Okay.
Okay.
I'm watching right now, but maybe I'm a little bit behind.
Oh, you're watching me right now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, that's good to know that there's some kind of lag then. So what did I just finish doing?
You just said hello, caller.
Okay. All right. So there's... All right. Well, thank you, Michelle. So with that delay, it sounds like it's like if I say, hey, Michelle, right now it is 4:09 and 50 seconds. When do you hear that?
I'll tell you.
Not yet. Okay. Now. Okay. So basically that's about a 30-second delay, 25, 30-second delay. Okay.
Oh, that's not too bad.
No. Okay. Michelle, I hope 2021 is treating you very well.
Thank you. It is.
Good.
I hope it was well for you.
It is. It's going very well, thank you. And now I'm going to try to do Betty Davis Eyes by Kim Karns. So it's
Nice.
so don't confuse me. Don't look at me while I'm singing and say, "Oh, what did Kim Karns? What has happened to that woman? Look at her." She It's okay. All right, thanks, Michelle.
Don't panic.
All right,
Okay.
don't panic.
Guys, have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Her hair is hollow gold. Her lips a sweet surprise. Her hands are never cold. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll turn her music on you. You won't have to think twice. She's pure as New York snow. She's got Betty Davis eyes. And she'll tease you. She'll unease you. All the better just to please you. She's precocious. And she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. She's got Greta Garbo's standoff size. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She lets you take her home and whets her appetite. She'll lay you on a throne. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll take a tumble on you, roll you like you were dice until you come out blue. She's got Betty Davis eyes. She'll expose you when she snows you off your feet with the crumbs she shows you. She's ferocious and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got Betty Davis eyes. And she'll tease you. She'll unease you. All the better just to please you. She's precocious and she knows just what it takes to make a pro blush. All the boys think she's a spy. She's got Betty Davis eyes. While she'll tease you, she'll unease you. Better just to please you. She's got Betty Davis eyes. All right, what do I got next? Bible on the Dash. How does that song go? Oh, yeah, I think I remember. This is by Corb Lund and who's that guy? Can't think of his name. A two-night stand in Tulsa, pulling out and headed west. Freddie grabbed the Gideons from the hotel in the desk. And we said, "What's the matter, brother? Are you worried about your soul?" He said, "Better safe than sorry, boys. That's just how I roll." We hit the road a feeling cool as Crosby, Stills, and Nash, overflowing with a spirit on a Bible on the dash. Well, we pulled the whole thing over for the flashing reds and blues. The police come to the window and said, "Have you heard the news?" He said, "Don't get smart with me, boy. Why you doing 95? My foot is heavy with redemption. I'm just blessed to be alive." He said, "I ought to pull you out of there and beat you back in blue." I placed my hand upon the good book and said, "What would Jesus do?" It's better than insurance, registration, or lying. It's better than these fake IDs I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. They always said it'd save me. That old Bible on the dash. Well, around these parts, what? Well, around these parts, that hair alone make probable Oh, I see. He's got long hair, so the cop is saying, well, around these parts, that hair alone will make probable cause. If you're moving through my county, you'll obey my earthly laws. Well, we did our best to quote some holy chapter and verse. What kind of music you boys making? We said Christian music, sir. Well, he thought about it, contemplated, twirled his cop mustache. All right, y'all, be careful now. Just don't drive quite so fast. It's better than insurance, registration, or lying. It's better than these fake IDs I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. They always said it'd save me, that old Bible on the dash. Well, crossing at the border, a few months later, we heard freeze. Pull it on over there, son. We're going to do some search and seize. Maybe if we'd been more famous, had a said, He'd have said, just move along if he'd seen us on TV or if we had some hit single songs. Well, he just asked about us. Where's the money, guns, and hash? Well, his praying it would save me that old Bible on the dash. His hand was on his pistol, and his dog was on his leash. And that shepherd, he was keeping a pretty close eye on his sheep. We got a list we're going to look at, see if we can find your names. We got parabolic laser beams here, everything you say. We got ultraviolet x-rays that can see right through your bus. Yes, sir, I hope the good Lord keeps his eye on all of us. It's better than... What's the chorus? It's better than insurance registration online. It's better than these fake IDs I keep on buying. It's even better than an envelope stuffed with cash. They always said it'd save me that old Bible on the dash. All right. Fix that song. Maybe I'll remember it next time. Okay. So what do I have next on my list? Big Bad John. A story about a man that people feared. And yet, when the chips were down, when they were trapped in the mine, this Big Bad John saved him. Big John, Big Bad John, Big John, Big Bad John. Every morning at the mine, you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6" and weighed 245. Kind of broad at the shoulder and narrow at the hip. And everybody knew he didn't give no lip to Big John. Big John, Big Bad John, Big John, Big Bad John. Nobody seemed to know where John called home. He just drifted into town and stayed all alone. He didn't say much, kind of quiet and shy. And if he spoke at all, you just said hi to Big John. Somebody said he came from New Orleans, where he got in a fight over a Cajun queen, and a crashing blow from a huge right hand sent a Louisiana fella to the promised land. Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Then came the day at the bottom of the mine when a timber cracked and men started crying. Miners were praying and hearts beat fast, and everybody thought they'd breathe their last, except John. Through the dust and the smoke of this made hair walked a giant of a man that the miners knew well, grabbed a sagging timber and give out a groan, and like a giant oak tree just stood there alone. Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. And with all the strength, he gave out a mighty shove. Then a miner yelled, "There's a light up above." And 20 men scrambled from a would-be grave. Now there's only one left down there to save, Big John. With Jackson Timp as they started back down, then came a rumble from way down in the ground. And smoke and gas belched out of that mine. Everybody knew it was the end of the line for Big John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Now they never reopened that worthless pit. They just placed a marble stand in front of it. These few words are written on that stand. At the bottom of this mine lies a big, big man. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. Big John, Big Bad John. All right. How about, oh yeah, Big Iron. So, a story about an outlaw who believes he is immune to law enforcement. But a ranger comes and corrects him about his thoughts in that regard. To the town of Aquafria came a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folks around him, didn't have too much to say. No one dared ask his business, no one dared to make a slip. For the stranger there among him had a big iron on his hip, big iron on his hip. It was early in the morning when he rode into the town. He came riding from the south side, slowly looking all around. He's an outlaw loose and running, came the whisper from each lip. And he's here to do some business with a big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. In this town there lived an outlaw by the name of Texas Red. Many men had tried to take him, and those many men were dead. He was vicious and a killer, though a youth of 24. And the notches on his pistol numbered 1 and 19 more. 1 and 19 more. Now the stranger started talking, made it plain to folks around. Was an Arizona Ranger, wouldn't be too long in town. He came here to take an outlaw back alive or maybe dead. And he said it didn't matter. He was after Texas Red. After Texas Red. Wasn't long before the story was relayed to Texas Red. But the outlaw didn't worry. Men that tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him. 20 men had made a slip. 21 would be the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. The morning passed so quickly, it was time for them to meet. It was 20 past 11 when they walked out in the street. Folks were watching from the windows. Everybody held their breath, 'cause they knew this handsome ranger was about to meet his death. About to meet his death. There was 40 feet between them when they stopped to make their play. And the swiftness of the ranger is still talked about today. Texas Red had not cleared leather for a bullet fairly ripped, and the ranger's aim was deadly with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. It was over in a moment, and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of the outlaw on the ground. Oh, he might have went on living, but he made one fatal slip when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. Big iron, when he tried to match the ranger with the big iron on his hip. Big iron on his hip. All right, what's next? A little blue collar. Okay, so this is a story from John Ward Hannum, who's just down the road, about generational things that your fathers did that you want to do because you're proud of your father and your grandpa. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. There's no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. My daddy was a fireman on a locomotive train. Shoveled coal to the furnace to generate the steam. Out to Pictou Harbor from that collar is mine. Along that tramway line. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. There's no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. My daddy was a farmer with acres of land, and he cleared all the fields with a horse in his hands. That pile of stones at the section's edge stands as his monument. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. There's no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. My daddy was a lumberman in the shanty town. Put his axe to the pines, and then it chopped him down. He floated him down the Miramichi till he rode him to that Chatham sawmill. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar, like my dad and granddad. I'm gonna follow. There's no money here. You gotta earn every dollar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. I wasn't born blue blood. I was born blue collar. All right. How about a little Elvis? Well, it's one for money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, cat, go, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. You can knock me down, step on my face, slander my name all over the place, and do anything that you want to do. But honey, lay off of them shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. You can burn my house, steal my car, and drink my liquor from an old fruit jar. Do anything that you want to do. But honey, lay off of them shoes, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Well, it's one for the money, two for the show, three to get ready. Now go, 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 and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. Well, you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Well, it's blue, blue, blue suede shoes, yeah. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes, baby. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes. Blue, blue, blue suede shoes. You can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. All right. I hope you're up for a little spiritual edification by Neil Diamond, about a performance that saves people's souls. Hard August night, and the leaves hanging down, and the grass on the ground smelling sweet. Move up the road to the outside of town, move up the road to the outside of town, and the sound of that good gospel beat sits a ragged tent where there ain't no trees, and that gospel group telling you and me it's love, brother, love, say brother, love's traveling salvation show. And pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, and everyone goes, 'cause everyone knows brother loves show. The room gets suddenly still, and when you'd almost bet you can hit yourself sweat, he walks in. Eyes black and cold as when he lifts his face, every ear in the place is on him. Starting soft and slow, like a small earthquake. And when he lets go, half the valley shakes. It's love, brother, love, say brother, love's traveling salvation show. And pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, and everyone goes, 'cause everyone knows by brother love's show. Hallelujah. 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 I said, brothers, now you got yourself two good hands. Hallelujah. And when your brother is troubled, you got to reach out to him with one hand. Hallelujah. Because that's what it's there for. Hallelujah. And when your heart is troubled, brother, you got to reach out your other hand. Hallelujah. Reach it out to the man up there. Hallelujah. Because that's what he's there for. Hallelujah. Take my hand in yours. Walk with me this day. In my heart, I know I will never astray. Halle, 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 halle. Love, brother, love, say brother, love's traveling salvation show. And pack up the babies and grab the old ladies and everyone goes. Cause everyone knows brother love show. Hallelujah. All right. A Van Morrison song about a romance when he was a young man. Hey, where do we go? Days when the rains came down in the hollow, playing a new game, laughing and a running, hey, hey, skipping and a jumping in the misty morning fog with a girl, no, with our eyes a humping. Ooh. In the misty morning fog with our hearts a thumping, and you, my brown-eyed girl, you're my brown-eyed girl. Whatever happened to Tuesday? Whatever happened to Tuesday and so slow? Going down to your mind with a transistor radio. Standing in the sunlight laughing, hiding behind the rainbow's wall. Slipping and a sliding all along the waterfall with you. My brown-eyed girl, you're my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha la 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 de la de da, just like that. Sha la 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 de la de da, la de da. So hard to find my way now that I'm on my own. I saw you just the other day. My, how you have grown. And cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes I'm overcome thinking about it. Making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you, my brown-eyed girl. You're my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we used to sing sha la 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 de da, just like that. Sha la 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 de da, la de da. Okay. Okay, this is by Paul Thorne. It's a song about a relationship going awry. And he doesn't take it well. Paul Thorne's character in this song. He's got some aggression problems, some violence problems. I borrowed some money and sold my car. Put an Airstream trailer up on blocks. That satellite dish was my first mistake. She started watching Oprah Winfrey and Ricky Lake. She cut me down to once a week. At supper time, there wasn't nothing to eat. I was paranoid and scared to death. She came home with Aquavit on her breath. I'm gonna burn down the trailer park, shoot the pink flamingos out in the yard. I can't live here since she broke my heart. I'm gonna burn down the trailer park. She hired the neighbor's son to cut all grass, gave us old guys tea and a piece of pie. The landlord came while I was out of town. The pipes got fixed and the rent went down. I fell asleep with the late show on. Now it's 2 a.m. I wake up and she's gone. I got a strong suspicion she's at it again. And since I don't know what trailer she's in, I'm gonna burn down the trailer park. Shoot the pink flamingos out in the yard. I can't live here since you broke my heart. I'm gonna burn down the trailer park. I'm gonna burn down the trailer park. Okay, how about a little Burning Love? Let's give that a try. Too many windows open. Oh, had it, lost it. Here we go. Lord Almighty, I feel my temperature rising higher and higher. It's burning through to my soul. Girl, 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 you're gonna set me on fire. My brain is flaming. I don't know which way to go. Your kiss has lifted me higher like a sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky hot with burning love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel my temperature rising. Help me, I'm flaming. Must be 109. Burning, burning, burning. And nothing can cool me. I might just turn into smoke, but I feel fine. Cause your kiss has lifted me higher like a sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky hot with burning love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel the flames of my, ooh, ooh, ooh. The flames are not licking my body. Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe. My chest is a heaving. Lord have mercy. I'm burning a hole where I lay. Your kiss has lifted me higher like a sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky hot with burning love. Burning love. I'm just a hunger, burning love. I'm just a hunger, burning love. I'm just a hunger, burning love. Burning love. Okay. A lot of people done this song. This is kind of the way I remember Johnny Rivers doing it. By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising. She'll find the note that I left hanging on the door. And she'll laugh when she reads the part that says I'm leaving. 'Cause I left that girl so many times before. And by the time I get to Albuquerque, well, she'll be working. She'll take time off just to give me a call. And she'll hear that phone keep right on ringing and ringing off the wall. That's all. And by the time I make Oklahoma, she'll be sleeping. She'll turn softly in her sleep and call my name out low. And then she'll cry just to think that I'd really leave her. I left her so many times before. But time after time I tried to tell her so. But she just didn't know that I would really go. Now, my best work, I think it's more about this. Yeah. All right, let's try something different. What is this? Oh, this is a Mavis Staples song. I once had a life, or rather life had me. I was one among the many, or at least I seemed to be. Well, I read an old quotation in a book just yesterday. Said you're going to reap just what you sow. The debt you make, you have to pay. Can you get to that? Can you get to that? I want to know if you can get to that. Can you get to that? I want to know if you can get to that. I recollect with mixed emotions all the good times we used to have. But you were making preparations for the coming separation, and you blew everything we had. When you base your life on credit and your loving days are done, checks you sign with love and kisses later come back signed, insufficient funds. Can you get to that? I want to know, can you get to that? Can you get to that? I want to know, can you get to that? All right. I don't know that song very well. I'll try again. The next song. Okay. I know this song that I fell in love with the chorus, but that's the only part I really like to sing. I'll have to come back to that. Okay, so this is a Tommy Castro song that I've never learned, but I listened to it and I like it. Hey, Google, play Can't Keep a Good Man Down by Tommy Castro. Hey, Google, stop playing. I had my share of trouble. I had my share of pain. I picked myself up so many times and been knocked down again. But one thing I know, one thing I found, well, you can't keep a good man down. Once I had a lot of money. Right now, I couldn't raise a dime. I had myself a real good job, but now all I have is time. But I don't worry. Because you can't keep a good man down. So many times I've been a fool. Other times it was bad luck. Well, it's not how many times a man falls down. It's how many times he picks himself up. So many times I've been a fool. Other times I have bad luck. But it's not how many times a man falls down. It's how many times he picks himself up. You know you can't keep a good man down. You can't keep a good man down. Keep a good man down. You can't keep a good man down. No, it's not bad for a first time. If I sing that like 50 more times, it'll be good. All right, what's next? Change in the Weather by John Fogerty. Okay, I think I remember this song. Changing the weather. Something's happening here. Changing the weather. People walking around in fear. You better duck and run. Get under cover because the change has come. A storm warning and it looks like rain. Be nothing left after the hurricane. This here's a jungle, ain't no lie. Look at the people towering their eyes. Bad business coming and can't be denied. They're running with the dogs, afraid to die. You best believe it's true. The levee's busted, badness coming through. Oh no, there ain't no place to hide. Oh, there ain't no place to hide. Reach out and pluck you, take you for a ride. See your frustration taking everything in sight. Won't be no blessing if we make it through the night. Down on your knees, go ahead and pray. But every demon has to have his day. You best believe it's true. The left is busted, badness coming through. Oh no, there ain't no place to hide. Reach out and pluck you, take you for a ride. See your frustration taking everything inside. Won't be no blessing if we make it through the night. And down on your knees, go ahead and pray. But every demon has to have his day. High noon, I can't believe my eyes. Wind is a raging, there's a fire in the sky. A ground is shaking, everything coming loose. Run like a coward, but it ain't no use. Edge of the river is an ugly scene. People getting pushed, people getting mean. The changes are coming and it's getting late. Ain't no survivor and there ain't no escape. Ain't no survivor and there no escape. Well, that's rather an apocalyptic type song. Hey? Who knew? Whoop. All right. All right. Changing the weather. What's next? Chattahoochee. Oh, man, I haven't sang that for 2 months. Let's try that. Oh. Shh. Quiet. There we go. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on that Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for a minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Well, we fogged out the windows in my old Chevy. I was willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night. Hello, George.
How's it going, Al?
Good. How about you, buddy?
Good. Just helped my family move some couches into a trailer.
Oh, okay. By the way, you're on live Facebook Live right now when you're talking to me, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. This is a test. I set up this line for when I do my show on Wednesday nights that I can take callers coming in. And I hadn't tested it. So Michelle tested it once and now you've tested it and seems like it works pretty good. You can hear me fine, right?
I can, yeah. It's
Okay, cool. I know on the feed, Michelle was actually watching my show, my singing show. That's what I'm in the middle of right now.
Yeah.
While we were talking, and there was a little bit of a lag, but somehow I don't experience that with you. We seem to be right on the same time, eh?
Yeah. I don't think I don't hear you.
Okay, cool. Okay. Thank you for testing that out with me, my friend.
No, but I thought,
What's that?
I said, hopefully you'll soon.
The last thing you said, every time the last like 5 words just kind of fall off. Say that one more time. Oh, talk to you soon. Yes, talk to you soon, George. Thank you, buddy. But that's my friend George Roth. He's a fine young man. Okay, where was I? Well, we fogged out the windows of my old Chevy. I wasn't willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just a living for a minute. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love. All right. What's next? Cheyenne. Sad Garth Brooks song. Oh my goodness, they had a fight. Then he went to the rodeo, died at the rodeo. Oh my goodness. How's the tune go again? They packed up all his buckles. No, that's not it. Hey, Google, play Cheyenne from Garth Brooks. Hey, Google, stop playing. They packed up all his buckles and shipped his saddle to his dad. And by the way the house looked, she must have took it bad. The workers come on Monday to fix the door and patch the wall. They said she just went crazy the night she got the call. He was up in Wyoming and drew a bone no man can ride. He promised her he'd turn out well. It turned out that he lied. And the dreams that they've been living in the California sand died right there beside him in Cheyenne. They say she just went crazy, screaming out his name. She ran into the ocean, and to this day they claim that if you go down by the water, you see her footprints in the sand. 'Cause every night she walks the beaches of Cheyenne. They never found her body, just her diary by the bed. It told about the fight they had and the words that she had said. When he told her he was riding, she said that I don't give a damn if you ever come back from Cheyenne. They said she just went crazy, screaming out his name. She ran out in the ocean, and to this day they claim that if you go down by the water, you'll see her footprints in the sand. 'Cause every night she walks the beaches of Cheyenne. Nobody can explain it. Some say she's still alive. They never claim they'd seen her on the shoreline late at night. And if you go down by the water, you'll see her footprints in the sand. 'Cause every night she walks the beaches of Cheyenne. Okay, here's another John Ward Hannum song. This one's called Church of the Long Grass. 35 degrees for the last 6 days. Sure as hell hasn't helped the Blackmore blaze, but I can see that it's raining in the hills tonight. All wrapped up in a blanket of haze. 50,000 acres of timber raised, but I can see that it's raining in the hills tonight. Okay, I don't have the tune exactly. Hey, Google, play Church of the Long Grass. Hey, Google, stop playing. Hey, Google, stop playing. 35 degrees for the last 6 days. Sure as hell hasn't helped the Blackmore blaze, but I can see that it's raining in the hills tonight. All wrapped up in a blanket of haze. 50,000 acres of timber raised, but I can see that it's raining in the hills tonight. I never found salvation in Jesus, whiskey or pills. I belong. No, apparently I didn't finish chorus when I was recording the lyrics. I belong to the Church of the Long Grass in the parish of the Porcupine Hills. I've always seen this land is holy. I guess I always will. The grass grows as tall as an old timer's tail. Some say it's taller still. Said it was my girl from the age of 15, a homecoming queen. Nope. A beauty and a homecoming queen. Dang it. She fancied a fella of money and means. Left me here standing like some old has-been, but I can see that it's raining in the hills tonight. Luke can be a little temperamental, but if you rein him tight, no. But if you rein him tight and sit tallly in the saddle, he'll give you what you need. I belong to the Church of the Long Grass in the parish of the Porcupine Hills. I've always seen this land is holy. I guess I always will. I've always seen this land is holy. I guess I always will. All right, that was not good. Obviously, I got to learn that song more and finish the lyrics. I only had part of the lyrics because it's like, I never found salvation in Jesus, whiskey or pills. I never found it in the good book. I found it here in these hills. I belong to the... So that's it. I never found salvation in Jesus, whiskey and pills. Not in the Bible, the book. Found it here in these hills. In these hills. I never found salvation in Jesus, whiskey or pills. Not in the... No, that's not quite it. All right, I'll look it up later. Learn the song. Here's a Garth Brooks song called Cold Shoulder. There's a fire burning bright at our house tonight. A slow music playing and soft candlelight. On her lips I keep tasting warm red wine. I'm there in her arms, but it's all in my mind. Snow is piled high on the highway tonight. I'm lost at sea on this ocean in a 18-wheel somewhere out of Dover. I wish I could hold her instead of hugging this old cold shoulder. And this old highway is like a woman sometimes. She can be your best friend, but she's a real jealous kind. She's the lady that leads me to the life I dreamed of. She's the mistress that keeps me from the ones that I love. Snow is piled high on the highway tonight. I'm a ship lost at sea on this ocean of white. 18 wheels anchored somewhere out of Dover. I wish I could hold her instead of hugging this old cold shoulder. God, I wish I could hold her instead of hugging this old cold shoulder. That wasn't bad. All right. I think that is enough for tonight. I have a show starting in 2 hours from now. If you're interested in said show, just wait. I'm going to post the thing in the Facebook chat deal. Oh, no, Alan. Is this it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. No, that's not it. 7 o'clock tonight, and it's called the show is on BBS Radio. Oh, here, I know how to do it. We'll do it this way. BBS Radio, Breaking the Silence with my Dr. Greg Williams. Greg Williams podcast. Okay, here it goes. Okay. That's not what I was looking for. I was dealing up and down the highway till they caught me with a heavy load. Sentenced me to hard labor, working on the side of the road. Now I don't deny I was guilty. Lord, I know I broke the law. I was running forward, I couldn't see no more, and my back was up against the wall. Now I'm right outside of your window. Honey, open up and let me in. I broke out of jail as a morning, and I ain't never going back again. I just had to stop by for a minute. Okay, here is the... Why can't... Oh, there it is. Okay. There we go. Okay, so there at 7 o'clock tonight, if you want to hear me have a nice chat with an amazing person, Dr. Greg Williams, then show up at 7. Thank you. Hope you have a pleasant evening.